Right and wrong. Seems like an easy thing to know what is right and wrong, but that is not true. This is because of a problem. Truth is linked to the natural or linked to the social. And it is in this dichotomy that the problem lies. What societies do is define it in the following way. When the violation of physical laws causes death, then the correct thing to do is not to violate these physical laws. But if it causes harm to health, then social positions determine what is right and wrong. Social decisions are not fixed objects. They are extremely varied and depend on the dominant anthropocentric. This is also irrational because anthropocentrism should have all men as its center. But what happens is that sometimes one or a select group is the real anthropocentric. The rest get the leftovers. When society manages to create epistemologies to justify the acceptance of human will over natural destructiveness, it tends to lead to the destruction of human lives in the long run. One example is the destruction of nature, in which social epistemologies define that man has the power and the right to collect what he desires for pleasure and desire from natural sources. Thus, man has generated enormous withdrawals of natural resources and devastation for the construction of objects of pleasure and desire. And now the natural system responds with catastrophe, which are merely natural systems of cause and effect. What defines two parameters? If man followed what is right according to physical laws, he could follow the rules of general survival of all beings. But as he defines what is right by the need of human will, the rule is in the human imagination. And as we see as the result of global warming, we observe by the consequences that using right and wrong using social concepts generates the destruction of the human being himself, which would define a paradox, that anthropocentrism is the search for the destruction of the anthropocentric itself. A brief analysis of the historical system and the epistemologies accepted by society clearly shows that human desires are contrary to human life. When we observe the history of man and his social developments, we observe a system that is destructive to man. Kings, emperors, pharaohs, dictators, presidents, and the various systems of power. President who could be considered to be doing something that seems right sends 2 atomic bombs, knowing their destructive effects, and thus knowingly kills women, children, pregnant women, and people with disabilities. And this could never be considered right. But epistemologies are developed to justify such action. Thus, the right guided by the social concept leads to the destruction of the human being, as it seeks not to be a servant of natural laws.
Hello, our video has ended, but you will find much more news on our YouTube channel, Busca de Verdade, and on our website reformadoresdesod.com. News and videos and texts with various tips on health, historical themes, archaeological, educational, principles and virtues, mathematics and physics, geography and science, methodologies, and much more. Join our channel and our website and you will see millions of topics covered there. Do not waste time. Knowledge is power. We wait for you there. Until later.